video 4, I believe, on environmental technologies work log. And this one's all about fault finding on appliances. So I'll zoom in a little bit. And straight away, the first sort of note is due to the sporadic nature, most of direct observations may be DOC, direct observation in centre. If they are on site, then they'll be DOS. We'll have a look at the following pages for a bit more detail. So we'll spin the first one round here straight away. So we're doing fault finding here. So again, we've got green straight away. So fault number 1. So the assessor will obviously fill in the address, what type of appliance it was, the date, what the description was, what was the fault, what tools, specific tools, if you needed anything sort of electrical or some sort of real specific tool to do that particular task. It may not be anything goes in there, but that's what that's there for. Diagnostic checks and any unsafe situation. So you write down any tests that you ran to check the fault, so how you identified it, type of flue, identify control defect, and then you tick boxes here, pre-existing, was the client notified, did you safely isolate the fuel supply, electrics. Scroll down, spin it round, and then we've got reinstated supplies for fuel, electric, operating pressure tests, flue flow tests, that type of thing, supply of combustion air, and then the assessor will identify procedure followed to correct fault, and they will write in an explanation there. And then you can see here we'll repeat it, fault number 2, green again, so it's the same type of paperwork. But then we come to some reflective accounts. We'll spin that round. And here we are. You'll notice it looks very similar to the assessor's one, because it is. It's just changed the colour because it's a reflective account, date, make an appliance, etc. So record diagnostic checks, candidate and expert witness to complete OS, IC, so on-site or in-centre. Exactly the same stuff as the assessor's done. Spin this one round. And again, exactly the same sheet as the assessor has completed, with the exception of where this section the assessor completed, the candidate and the expert witness will fill that in. Then we've got fault number 4, exactly the same paperwork. This is what I wanted to show you though here. So we've got supporting evidence from any assessment 1 to 4. So we had 4 assessments. There were 2 direct observations and 2 reflective accounts to give you space here. Job 1A and 1B. But then, if we come down here, there's a fault 5. Exactly the same paperwork again. So they're giving you stuff for faults 1 to 4. Then there seems to be a break, which was a bit perplexing at first when we first saw this. So I just need to spin the right document round. There we go. Right, so we're going to have a professional discussion here between the principal assessor and the candidate. So that's going to be recorded there. That's a new thing that we've not actually seen that in any assessment so far in this environmental work log. And that brings to the end the fault finding. But just to recap there, just go right back to the beginning. Due to the sporadic nature, most of the DOs may be in centre here. It will be your work-based tutor, your on-site assessor who will carry it out. It will not be your college tutor. They will carry it out, but it will just be in the environment of the college or training centre where you're at. And that concludes this section on fault finding on the appliances.